Backup2FS is an iOS backup normalizer, taking an iTunes backup and converting it into a partially restored file system so that you can browse and view the files and folders as if you were viewing them natively on the device that they came from. First, you're going to want to select which hash algorithms to use when hashing the files that are copied from the backup to the reconstructed file system. To do that, you'll select the options icon in the menu bar. And then from there, you get to select either MD5, SHA-1, or SHA-256. Or you can select all three. For our purposes, I'm going to just select SHA-256 and click OK. Next, I'm going to select the backup folder that contains my iTunes backup. So I click the Select button and just navigate to that backup folder and click Select Folder. And it's immediately going to look in the info plist and the status.plist and pull some information out. That's going to be the device info, such as the device name, the model, the iOS version, and even the IMEI and the ICC-ID, along with the phone number if it's available. Also, it's going to parse out and give you the apps that are installed in that backup, along with the icons belonging to them. Next, you'll click the destination folder to see where you're going to store that reconstructed file system. Here, I'm just going to put it in a folder called Test2. And then when ready, you click Normalize. Now you can choose to pause the normalization at any time. Say if you wanted to get up and walk away, but you didn't want the process to continue without you being present, you could pause it, and then when you come back, you can click Resume. And you can pause it again, click Resume. And if for whatever reason you needed to cancel the normalization, you can click the Cancel button, and it'll stop where it's at and just tell you it's been canceled. And from there, you can view the log file or save a log file at that point. For our purposes, we'll go ahead and let this extraction or normalization process complete. As you can see, it is providing an update as it goes through every 10 files or so that it's processed. And it is done and a log is created, but this log that it creates is just the files that were copied to the reconstructed file system and their hash values, and any other entries of, say, a reference to a file from the manifest database that wasn't actually backed up. It'll say that that file was non-existent. But if you want a complete log of everything, including what was in the UI and the device information and installed apps, then we have to click Save Log. I'll just call it Log. And now I can open the folder and take a look at that log file. And the first thing we'll see is the UI log when we started the normalization process. So that's quite long here. But then we'll get to the device information, everything that we saw on the screen, followed by the installed apps, and then the detailed log. Each file's ID, which is the first two digits, are the folder that it came from, and then a slash, and then it's the file's ID. We also have the path that it was copied to, and if we scroll to the right, we'll see some SHA values, SHA-256 values, since that's the only algorithm we chose. And what I can do is I can sort on this particular column, filter, and let's just filter for everything in this column that has some data. There we go. And those are all the hash values of the files and the paths that they were copied to. And of course, I can close that, and then we can also browse the structure. And if you wanted to reset and start another normalization, you can click this button here, which is New Session, and it will reset everything. And you can choose this particular backup again, or go ahead and find another backup to work with.